This tutorial is part of a blog article, How to Arrange Photos in an iPhone. I will just go over that blog article very quickly before I do the tutorial demo. This is the URL address of the blog article. The first part shows you a brief overview of the readily available capabilities. In the second part, I explain my requirements and why the readily available capabilities cannot support or address what I want to do. Then the third part explains the purpose for my requirements. So, and the fourth part is the actual tutorial, where I first highlight the important things you need to know. So now let me show you a demo on how to rearrange your photos and sync them to your iPhone. First, rename your photos in such a way that they will be arranged the way you want it, if arranged in alphabetical order. Luckily, in Windows Explorer, you can easily bulk rename a bunch of photos by selecting it using group selection techniques, Ctrl and Shift. The other photos will have the same name but numbers appended to it. Example, I want my PGA Players Ability Test photos to appear first, so I rename them by adding an AA prefix. AA PGA-Pat. Note that this will cause my PGA-Pat photos to appear first unless I rename another group of photos to begin with 3 A's, AAA, or any letter that comes before P. Example, AAO. Obviously, there are many ways to do this. You could easily come up with your own style. You can test the arrangement by refreshing the window. View, refresh. So as you can see, my PGA-Pat photos are now in the beginning. And to make sure the current ordering of these thumbnails are indeed according to name, go to Details View and make sure the name column is a current sort column. However, keep in mind that when it comes to non-alphabetic characters like spaces and hyphens, Windows and Unix have different ordering rules. Example, in Windows, aapjpat.jpg comes before aapjpat space, but in Unix character ordering rule, a space comes before a dot. Therefore, just be safe and use only alphabets to force a certain ordering. You can test the Unix ordering by running ls. Notice that in the Unix ordering, the aapjpat.jpg right here, which is the certificate photo, is at the end of the group. And that's how it will appear in the iPhone. But if I really want the certificate photo to appear first in the group, I rename it to, let's say, PGA PAA, or change the letter T to A. AAPGA-PAA. Let's test it. There, as you can see here, the certificate photo now appears in the beginning of the group. And if I want another photo to appear right after that photo, example, I want a scorecard to appear right after the certificate, I rename it to, let's say, PGA PAB. I simply change the T to B. Okay, so this is the scorecard. I rename it to AAPGA-PAB. So let's drag this. There. Next, we run a script that would copy the files to a different directory in alphabetical order. So let me just cut and paste this script. Let's save it in the parent directory. Let's call it arrange.pl. Save it and then run it. So the arrange files will be in this arrange directory in the parent directory of the album. So you could go and inspect this directory, and if everything is good, you can trash the original directory to the recycle bin, and then you could rename this arranged directory to the original album name. Let's test it. Looks good. So now we could just arrange. Let's verify date, picture taken, date created. Looks good. So now you could just crash the original directory, recycle bin, and then rename this to the original album name. There. So now the new Golf directory is ready to be synced to your iPhone. Make sure all important photos in your iPhone have been saved to the laptop or computer, because the next steps will delete photos in your iPhone. First, you turn off the iCloud sharing and photo streaming settings in your iPhone. Then connect the iPhone to the computer and open iTunes. So you go to the settings, photos, view. You always have to start with a clean slate. So delete all your personal albums in your iPhone by creating a dummy empty directory in your computer and syncing to it. So make your system empty. Then you choose that directory, the empty directory, empty, and now you click apply, although I won't actually do it because this is just a tutorial. Then you delete the iPod cache directory if it exists. You go remove rf iPod star cache. I don't have it here because I already deleted it before. So make sure there's no iPod cache directory. Then so now there's no more albums in your iPhone. You already deleted it. And now you change back to the parent directory of your albums. Mine is my pictures for iPhone. And then you could choose select folders, include videos, that's very important, and then you could choose which albums you want to include. Say golf, include travel, and then you click apply. That's it. It will take around 10 minutes to sync around 1.5 gigabyte total size of around 1,000 photos and around 70 videos. The end.